Sucking on my own dick. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my own dick. Sucking on my dick. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our own dicks. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our dicks. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my dicks.
Ooh, I'm going to murder all of my roommates.
Yeah, they all got COVID.
These boys cannot stop getting COVID. They love it.
Really like it.
They love getting it, and they love threatening to give it to me and the people I love.
I'm finding out tomorrow I'm finding out in a couple days if I got it or not. But if I got it, I'll tell you, I didn't get it at Benihana with Chris Wood. I didn't get it being around COVID Truther, Matt McCusker, or Shane Gillis. I would have had to have gotten it on the plane.
What makes you think? What makes you say that?
Because my girlfriend's clear. My girlfriend got back, flew back home, got tested, no COVID. She works at a testing center, so she gets it for free.
Mm-hmm.
So that means if I have it, I got it on the plane.
Well, I think if we've learned anything, it's that, like, you can't nail it down like that. You can't be like, well, I didn't get it here because of this, because this other person.
Well, I mean, if I got COVID in Maryland, it would be impossible that she wouldn't have gotten it. But we're not in a loveless marriage. it would be impossible for me to have.
Well,
gotten
maybe
it
she's immune and you're not.
I think I'm probably immune.
You keep saying that.
Brandon, I think do you see all my? Look at how many vitamins I have. Do you see all these? Look, hang on, look at this.
Let me read tell me which vitamins they are.
That's vitamin C.
All right, so we got C.
This is vitamin D. Scott Adams says if you have this, COVID can't bond to your whatever it bonds
well,
to.
if Scott Adams says.
He wrote Dilbert. He can't be stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
And this
Dilbert is a famously smart cartoon.
Yeah, it's really smart.
Yeah, I think he does look at it that way, but it's not like it's like Far Side where it's like he clearly knows science. Just like, has Scott Adams worked in an office? I'm not convinced that he ever has.
That would be, and if he hadn't, that would be the ultimate grift. Because, I guess you could, Dilbert does seem like I've never worked in an office, and I still, you could probably guesswork your way into writing a Dilbert strip. Because it's not like Dilbert ever does work.
No.
He's just goofing off.
Yeah, this Dilbert is a horrible employee.
Yeah.
I side with the spiky-haired boss, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, offices. There's your boss.
You got the water cooler.
Yeah, the cat who's the devil. the office. Yeah. Corporate America.
The dog who looks like you.
Right, the talking dog who looks like you, and the dog who has the dog version of your name.
It's unclear. Do other people see the dog? Is that part of it?
I'm pretty sure, I might be making this up, but I'm pretty sure the dog fucks. I feel like the dog has sexual relationships with people in the office.
But not Dilbert?
No, not Dilbert. Yeah, Dilbert. You mean he doesn't fuck Dilbert, or Dilbert doesn't fuck?
So that would be funny if Dilbert doesn't get laid, but everyone fucks the dog who looks exactly like him.
Yeah.
It's like, come on!
Yeah, and Scott Adams draws all of it, and they put it in the Sunday paper every week. He just draws Dogbert fucking all the female employees raw.
Extremely rude.
And it's right under Doonesbury. It's right under Family Circus.
Yeah. God, what just a fucking dinosaur the Sunday the funny pages are.
I haven't checked in on it. I do remember thinking because there was that web cartoon that got into the sunny pages, the funny pages. What the fuck was that web? Oh, Pearls Before Swine. I remember Pearls Before Swine.
That was a web comic?
It was a web comic first, and then it crossed over.
I thought you were going to tell me that Control-Alt-Delete is in the paper now, and I was like, well, I am canceling my New York Times subscription.
It would be awesome,
which I don't have.
It would be awesome if the Sunday Times just published Loss by fucking what was it?
Yeah, full page spread.
Just full page spread of Loss every Sunday.
Yeah. Man, that used to be a big... Is that still a big dick move to be I took out a full-page spread in the Times?
I think people still do it. I think it's still done by, out-of-touch, Hollywood executives.
Yeah. I mean, how much can it cost? $45? We should do it.
Oh, we should do that.
Yeah.
We actually should do that. That would be actually sick as fuck. If we just got a bunch of like 70-year-old listeners. That would be so awesome.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
Just elderly Manhattanites.
Yeah, we don't even, because I was thinking LA, but you're right. This podcast is worldwide. How many podcasts can say that? The podcast is worldwide. We should take out an ad.
Most podcasts are primarily centered around a borough of some sort.
Yeah, they're regionally distributed.
Yeah, we're trying to get syndication. That would be great. Is if right now we're only on Zunes, so if we're trying to get on iTunes, and we just
they will not let us.
They will not let us. Apple and Samsung have barred us from their phones. You can jailbreak an iPhone and listen to Coward Hour. So if you're listening on an iPhone right now, that must be what you did. You don't remember, probably.
You have to buy a Raspberry Pi, and it comes loaded with every Sega Genesis game and the first 50 episodes of Coward Hour.
Dude, how sick would that be? Can we release an episode that's just on like a flashed N64 cart?
Oh yeah, we'll do it. We'll do like a Flaming Lips thing where we release like secret, like we like attach,
but not cool. It's no vinyl.
Not cool at all.
Dude, that would actually be sick if we released an episode. You had to put it into a functioning N64 and listen through your TV.
Well, I think we should also we should release them. We should put them on an N64 cart and then like attach them to like balloons, like Jack White or some shit. And then if you want to hear the episode, you've got to cut open the dolphin that choked on the cartridge. You've got to fish it out of the innards of the dolphin, and then you play it on your Nintendo 64. Which will sound horrible.
It'll be completely blown out. You can only listen to like 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's like the songs on Tony Hawk, where it's like you get like 45 seconds of a Dead Kennedy song. You'll get about like 7 minutes of a Coward Hour episode, and then it fades out, and then you just hear the sound of like dudes grinding and doing ollies.
Or it loops. Yeah. Oh man, that would be sick if like we could. Yeah, we're gonna mod Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 so that it's just Coward Hour best of clips instead of the music. Oh,
that's actually kind of easy to do.
Yeah.
We should absolutely do it. We should sell those like on a web store somewhere. We should sell like the Coward Hour editions of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Yeah, because I'm not convinced anyone would notice. I think that we could. I mean, so far I would say we've broken few, if any, crimes with this podcast or laws with this podcast,
right?
Other than threatening to end the life of many specific people,
right? Which is fair
for doing things like going to Vegas for the holidays and giving all your roommates COVID.
I thought you were talking about billionaires.
Oh, I was. But
you're talking about your roommates.
Yeah. I would. Oh man, he's a couple walls away, but I would really love to suplex him through the second floor into the first floor.
Oh my God, Brendan, you got to be careful. That's gay bashing. you're gonna gay bash it. You're gonna gay bash a sickly gay dude.
Well, I don't know if he's sickly. Also, is it a hate crime if I yell the whole time? We were saying that in the chat, because you were accusing me of this, and I was like, well, if I yell the reason for it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I was accusing you of doing something?
So, maybe Dylan was. I don't remember.
I don't think I was accusing you.
In any case, I don't see how this has anything to do with orientation one bit. But I am very steamed. I am so steamed. And I've just been going off loudly on the phone with people.
Oh, really? So you just that's so. I hope he can hear you. That's so fucking passive aggressive. That's so funny.
That wasn't my intention. I just I'm off my meds, much like the Joker. So I'm about to have a sick third act.
Holy shit, dude! Michael better get the fuck out.
Look,
Michael.
If you're one of my roommates and you're listening to this episode, you need to stop contracting COVID and bringing it into my home.
He's going to open the fridge and just find you in there. He's just going to find you sitting in the fridge.
That would be sick. I'm trying to think what the funniest place to find me in the house murdering you would be. I'm just sitting like on a shelf on the wall.
Yeah, you're just pulling a Hereditary. You're just like you're up there like fucking Batman, you're waiting to drop on him like Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, Batman, but I'm in a fucking Adidas sweatsuit, gut spilling out.
Oh fuck, that's so awesome.
Oh Christ.
I'm
Man.
sorry. Yeah, well, I mean, you see, he went to Vegas. You told him not to, and then
I was like,
from
"Hey,
Vegas-
don't fucking do this."
Mhm.
He's like, "Well, I'm gonna be really safe." And I'm like, "No, this is exactly what you fucking railed on our other roommate for saying when he got COVID."
Mhm.
But no, it's always different when it's you for some fucking reason.
Definitely. Oh, you are upset about this.
I'm very angry.
You're very angry. I can tell.
I can't see Bay again. It's been like 3 days. I can't see her.
You can see Bay.
No,
You can see Bay. Go see Bay. You're probably fine. Go get a test. Get a test lined up. Go
I
see
tried.
Bay.
You fucking can't.
Really?
Yeah,
well,
they're
you
all-
should take. No, there's tests. I just got a test in San Fernando. There were like 318 tests available. It's probably only about a 10-minute drive from you.
Okay, I'll check. Can you send me
Yeah.
the link after this?
Yeah, I mean, they're probably. That was like 2 days ago. They're probably all booked up now. But
Yeah, they're probably all booked because everybody fucking went to Vegas for the New Year's and.
you had to go. Look, you really missed out, Brendan. I can't listen. I would love to.
You're right. It was my goof. It was my goof for not traveling, for not
I
being
would love-
part of the fun.
I would love to be righteously angry with you, but I literally spent New Year's having sex with my girlfriend and eating crabs with my fingers. We were just. She'd never had crab cakes before.
You went in sit down restaurants, Nick. You fucking
Yeah, went to Benihana.
wild man.
I went to I went to Benihana because I wanted to have I wanted to have a good time with Chris Wood, and Chris Wood it was Benihana or bust. I wasn't about to disappoint Chris Wood.
You can't
I wasn't
disappoint.
No, not
Dear
especially
friend
not
of the
before I-
cast, Chris Wood.
Yeah, especially not before I betrayed him on air in front of 1,000 people.
Very wild move.
It wasn't my intention. Listen, I stated the facts exactly as they occurred. But yeah, no, look, it's bad. Yeah, it's definitely bad that he went to Vegas. I wish I could be more on your side. I don't know. It would be hypocritical.
I know that you can't really.
I
and,
can't.
Know that if you were if you were my roommate still, I would have just as specific threats.
Of course you would.
Yeah, he texted today like, "Hey guys, so one of my friends I went to Vegas with has COVID now, but it's okay. She probably didn't get it while we were in Vegas." And I'm just like, "Well, I haven't evicted anyone in a while. Time to dust off this fucking time to take that sword down from the shelf."
Well, but the problem will be you're going to evict him, and I guess actually you won't have a problem because the city of Los Angeles is helping you.
That ran out. I think it was 1 month.
Damn! Holy shit! All right, well, you're in a difficult position here.
I'm really in a difficult position. In many ways, this is you know. Maybe I'll use this word correctly. I'm going to take a big leap here. In many ways, it's Synecdoche, and I'm America.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Nice. School started again today. I'm a learned man again.
How does it feel?
Yeah, it's fine. It's a health class. Stupid. But
you have to take a health class in college?
Yeah, I took it over winter, so it's like 1 month, and it'll be easy.
What are they teaching you in a college health class?
Like nutrition and shit. What AIDS is, how not to get AIDS. It said in the syllabus, it's like we're going to learn about like disease prevention and nutrition and the various sexual lifestyles. I'm like, I was telling my dad, I'm like, damn, I'm getting liberal indoctrinated in community college.
The various sections. Yeah, you get.
It's gonna be like multiple choice. It's gonna be like, which one are you? And I pick C straight. And then it's like, ooh, point off.
Yeah.
Point off on the test.
I was gonna say you fail the semester for not being pansexual. I remember the semester I attended of community college, there was one day where for some reason they were giving out like condoms and dental dams, and I was dating a
Dental
girl at the-
dams are so fun. Has one ever been used?
Nobody's ever used a dental dam. It's like I will just get herpes. I don't like it. Getting herpes would be more manageable than using a dental dam every time.
What are they for? It's like
You put it over you put it over the vagina, so that you don't contract.
But what does it prevent? I mean, what can you get from eating pussy?
It's you can contract STDs if she has genital herpes, and she like you can. It's a mucus membrane.
Yeah,
to mucus
I mean, you can
membrane
see that
contact.
though, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, there's other things you can contract. You can probably contract like HPV. From anything that's anything.
Yeah, but like, I mean, HPV. I thought we approached that the same way Trump wanted to do COVID, where he's like, can't we just let it wash over? I thought that's what we did with HPV.
I mean, if you're a guy and you get HPV, it's literally no big deal.
It's a very dude's rock disease.
It's a dude's rock disease.
They can't even
detect
test if you have it.
They can't test if you have it.
Like, well, we have no way of knowing if you have it until your wife dies.
Right, but you might give a bitch cancer. And then there's absolutely no accountability.
It's like, oh, so you must be putting like a lot of money into like researching that, aren't you? It's like, hey, buddy, come on.
There's no
Come on, let the fellas have one. HPV,
Yeah,
it's the STD that's for the fellas.
It's like, yeah, you want to live in a world without any kind of mystery? It's just let it be. Some things work themselves out naturally.
Yeah.
I remember
J.J. Abrams style like medicine. It's like, what, you want all the answers?
Yeah, it's the mystery box STD. I remember they had dental dams and condoms. They had like a big bowl of them the one semester I went to community college, and I remember being like an 18-year-old asshole and like just scooping up an armful of dental dams and condoms and be like, yep, gonna need a lot of these. I am dating someone, so I am gonna need at least 30 of each of these.
Yes, I have a girlfriend and I'm going to eat her pussy 40 times.
Yeah, Nick Oldershaw, the man who famously uses condoms.
Yeah, you've probably never used a condom not as a flex.
Yeah, I only condoms are just like flags for me of I will fuck later. I'm prepared to yes, I am prepared to fuck. But once we get in the room, it's like, you don't want this. I don't want this either.
It's kind of like me hiking the other day. Yesterday I went hiking for the first time in forever, and I got out my like trekking poles, and then I looked around and I'm like, oh man, these will be very helpful, but I'm putting them back in the car because I'm hiking with someone better, and they're gonna think I'm gay.
Yeah, it is funny to show up to like Griffith Trail or wherever you are, just looking like you're about to go skiing. Just too fucking.
Yeah, but let me tell you, I could have used them.
I'm sure you could have. Yeah.
Because my knee,
a tough trail.
My knee is apparently still fucked. It's been like 2 years.
Yeah, Brandon, it's not just gonna get better. Your knees. The thing with your knees is like they don't get better.
I thought they might.
No,
I mean, that's what
don't.
the physical therapist said when I went in. He was like, well, do these exercises and eventually it'll get better. And it didn't work.
That's part of why, like, I was trying to start running again, and then, like, I talked with when I was back home, my sister and her friend run, and their mom runs too, but they're all like, if you can exercise walking, just do it, because running destroys your body. Like the long-term benefits of, like, being hard on your knee, there's none. There's literally none of, like, you know, pushing your knees and your leg joints to their limits. You just will never get them back.
Yeah. Well, mine apparently it's not even like the knee and or like the cartilage or anything. It's the IT band, like the muscle on the side of it.
Damn,
it's just fucked. Oh, I don't know. I just, you know me. I'm constantly walking through life and people are observing things about my body.
Oh yeah.
Like I was hiking with Dan and he was like, "Oh, you're kind of pigeon-toed." That's why. I'm like, I am. I'm fucking 28. You know, like no one noticed.
You never look down.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, life's like a video game for me. I'm like, they probably didn't even render it. Why am I going to look down?
Yeah, you got Half-Life 2 legs.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was like,
I've missed so much about my own body.
yeah.
Same with like when Bae and I were making Christmas cards, and she is just like observing my atrocious handwriting, just appalled. She's like, "Why do you start all your letters at the wrong place?" And I'm like, "Oh, because I started doing that in kindergarten, and no one noticed or told me to stop."
Yeah,
So now I'm 20.
Your letters.
I'm not going to relearn my letters.
Yeah. I'm in literally the exact same boat. I didn't hold a pencil correctly until I was in 4th grade.
Oh, way longer than that for me. I might not even still.
Show me. How do you hold it?
My instinct is with the thumb under it like that.
So that's pretty weird. I would put mine between my 2 knuckles right here, and I would draw like this. I would draw like with like I don't have a fucking like my toothbrush. This is how I would write.
That is, I think that's way weirder. I think.
No, but I'm saying is I can empathize with you because
yeah, and you think like the teacher's job was to catch this.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
But no.
No,
they don't give a shit. You're with them for a year. They have way bigger things to worry about.
Yeah. God, I used to like be very pro like public school and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But now like the more I think about it, I'm like, oh no, maybe I will just like send my kids to the most expensive place I can afford and just like pray. Just hope,
dude.
Well, I mean, if I give them money, they'll have to care a little somehow.
If I have kids, if there's an accident and I wind up with a kid, there's no intention of doing this, but I will definitely be sending that kid to like a Waldorf school where like they literally like from the age of 4 they teach you how to read the aura of trees and shit, and then like they relate it to math. But everybody who I know who's come from a Waldorf school is like the best hang ever. I want to send them to like a weird ass private like Rudolf Steiner school.
I just want to send my kids to a school that like teaches them civics that aren't just like 100% lies.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No?
You might have to homeschool them.
Maybe. Oh God. Like I would, if I had the time, if we become Patreon millionaires, I'll have time.
To homeschool your kid. You'll have time to have children and immediately homeschool them.
Yeah, and homeschool them. And just be like, all right, so here's what we think of landlords, kids.
That's awesome.
Now, what is the Electoral College? And my 5 children all in unison go, gay! I'm like, it is gay. The Electoral College is fucking gay. Yay,
awesome.
We love school with daddy.
I never understood, like, because I feel like it's like homeschool also seems like if you want your kid to get into like a good college, you're like, well, I'll just do this shit myself and say whatever on the papers. Because who's checking on that, right? It's like you can just be like, yeah. He was a 4.5 GPA, Yale, right? Like accept him on a full ride scholarship.
Well, I mean, I think you're supposed to, which is why, like, I had a friend who, her parents were like super hippies, and they homeschooled her, but like basically didn't. Basically, she'd just go on like 4chan all day.
Oh, so awesome.
And I met her in community college because, like, community college, I think she either lied and just said she had a diploma, or, yeah, community college, you can basically just like, you can be like, oh, I washed up from the sea and I have no driver's license. They're like, okay, yeah, come in.
Come on in. We signed you up for the theater class.
It's like, yeah, I don't even have a dental record because I have no teeth and I don't know my own name. They're like, all right, yeah, you're in, we're just going to put you in like catch-up math. But yeah, I know that her parents just like didn't fill out any of the paperwork at all for like, because you're supposed to like report to the state that, you know, your kid is doing school. And I think they're supposed to take like the standardized tests. And they just didn't. There's no consequences.
I love knowing that.
There's no consequences for fucking anything.
There's not
even crime. I've been thinking about getting into crime. Cause like,
where was this Brendan 2 years ago?
Well, here's the thing. I was thinking about it in order to like if you steal anything from any individual, there's no consequences because the police just will not investigate it at all.
Right.
But then the problem is that, you know, ethically you're stealing from an individual, which is wrong. But if you steal from like anything resembling a business or some sort of structure around it, they'll just fucking kill you.
Exactly.
So the question is like, how do I reconcile those two?
You shouldn't feel bad about taking something from a corporate entity ever.
No, but I mean that's the kind of crime that is actually investigated and punished.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, so I guess you need to figure out the individuals who represent that or something. I don't know. But then it's like you also can't rob rich people. But you can steal a laptop from like a dude at any given time.
Mm-hmm.
And a cop can see you do it and he doesn't care.
I mean, look, Brendan, for a long time I've been a big proponent of ethical crime. I mean, what can I say? It's a term that I coined. Specifically when I was stealing thousands of dollars of product from Jimmy John sandwiches, Postmates. There's cracks everywhere, and you can find ways to slip in. You just have to attune yourself.
I mean, that makes sense because like growing up, I always for some reason thought like, oh, if I get fired from a place, another place will somehow know.
They'll never know. They don't.
Well, not yet until there's like, personal, like state run credit score and everything. It's like, oh, you got fired from Wawa. So now Turkey Hill won't hire you because because we're China now. But
you have to worry about it when interviews become automated or whatever, which will eventually happen, like as you see increased automation in like not upper management, but like middle management. Like as soon as there's no longer a guy who's in charge of your interview or hiring you, a guy who will never look at the last 3 jobs or reference numbers that you put on your fucking application that you fill out, as soon as that's an automated process, then you have to worry. But as long as it's a fucking schlubby guy managing a restaurant, he'll never check on your work history ever.
Yeah, that's true. But then also, like, so much of the hiring process is just, like, algorithm ran, too, where it's like, no human has looked at your resume until it gets, like, scrubbed and sorted and...
I guess that's true.
Yeah. Like, I think I'm gonna have to, like, make up a fake work history to get, like, worse jobs, like, coming out of this. 'Cause it's like, I don't want to work at a bank again. I want to work at a restaurant or, like, deliver, like, pizzas or something. I don't know. I want to do something that I can fit around school, but that means that I'm going to have to come up with a work history of stuff that looks on that same level, because otherwise people are going to be like, wait, didn't you work at a bank? And I'll be like, yeah, but I got, I don't want to do that anymore. And they're like, why? And I'm like, because I'm in school. And they're like, oh, this guy has aspirations. We're not going to hire him to deliver pizzas.
That's not true. I don't know if that's entirely true.
I feel like it would be, because then they'd be like, okay, so we can hire this guy who wants to be something else, or we can hire this immigrant with kids who has been delivering pizzas for 12 years to do it for us. And
I guess
when I said immigrant, I didn't mean that like in a taking jobs way. I mean like, like we'll hire like a poor person who will do this job or something like it forever, because they will never call off because they will care.
Right, you were talking about Slovenian people, to be clear.
Yeah.
Well, no, so on paper, yes, I track, but also when I worked at Jimmy John's, dude, you wouldn't believe how many fucking people like worked there just as delivery driver. Like we had a dude who was like an ex-cop, and he just worked at Jimmy John's because he didn't want to be a cop anymore. He was only in like his mid-30s, and he had money, wanted to occupy himself. If you just come in and like they're like, why do you want to work as a delivery driver? Just be like, I'm independently wealthy. I'm a podcast millionaire. I just want something to like fill 35 hours a week, 25 hours a week. As long as you are a good hang in the interview and likable, they'll probably fucking hire you, dude. The turnover, it's not like the turnover.
First of all, so he's a retired cop at 30 and he's wealthy enough to not work. What the fuck did that guy do when he was a cop?
I don't know. This is just what he told me. and he was a cop. Like he was absolutely a cop for the Baltimore Police Department, but he didn't.
No, I mean I believe that, but it's like that's a crooked cop.
He seemed to feel, maybe actually. He seemed to be very guilty. He really didn't like being a cop. He would constantly refer to it as the biggest mistake he ever made.
Oh, maybe he was good then. I was thinking of it, more it's like, in like The Wire where like Lance Reddick, the whole first season, you're like, oh, this guy's great. And then at the very end, you find out that he's like corrupt as fuck.
Yeah.
He's like, look, I got my nice house. I got my ugly wife. And yeah, now I'm gonna be a good cop because I'm bored. I think that's what was happening in that show. I don't know.
It's been, yeah. Take our word for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the plot summary of the first season of The Wire. I think what I just mean is, I think you'd be surprised at how low. I don't think they even fucking think about it that much. As long as you like bring a decent energy to delivering pizzas, they'll be like, yeah, okay, we'll have this guy on for 6 months if we're lucky. If longer than that, that's great.
We'll see. I mean, coming out of this, like, job hunting is gonna be so insane.
Yeah, good luck.
Man, these you ever notice the bonus episodes get real like political and like doomsday-ish? Yeah,
that's what this is for. I'm literally saving the good stuff for the regular episode. That's the problem. That's the problem with recording these at the beginning of the week. Is I blow my load on everything I want to talk about, like in this episode, and then a fraction of the people hear it, and then when we get to the regular episode, I'm like, oh fuck, what the fuck? Nothing happened to me. But I don't know. I think this is.
But it's like the same amount of days in between recording both of them.
Yeah, but I think there's a
difference. Do events happen in? Like, do new things happen to you at like on Mondays?
I just think there's psychologically there's a difference between the beginning of the week and the end of the week. I don't know what it is. I know that
you're on fucking Dilbert's schedule, dude. You're fucking you're in an office.
I'm a cog in the machine, man. I got to break free. I think part of it has to do with...
Someday if we make enough money off of this, we should like have a Coward Hour office with like cubicles and stuff and a water
cooler. It's pretty cheap. I've been thinking about renting an office space just to live for like $200 a month in rent, which is illegal, but I will do it. I was looking into like living in like a living in a storage unit for like a while.
They catch on to that. They'll figure that out.
Nah, man, read articles. People do it. People do it for like years. Also, if you pay off a guy, you gotta have a little cash in your pocket to grease the hands of the people who work there. It's like, yo, I'm just gonna go sleep in my storage unit for like a week. I'll get you Jack in the Box if you're chill. You can do it.
Oh yeah, because this is what you do when you've crushed your car into a cube last time you were homeless.
No, but
I love that. Like you're like new game minusing being homeless. It's like you enter with less resources than before.
That's exactly what I'm doing. No, it goes back to
you're like, well, I know where all the quests are, but I really could have used that armor.
There are cracks everywhere. You got to be like sand, okay? You have to find the cracks and fill them in. Be like sand, dude.
Be like sand.
You have to be like sand. Have I told you that I'm feeling very Eastern lately?
Gross.
But I forget what the oh no, I think there's something psychological about like, and I also think that more events happen, like I feel like events happen to me on the weekend. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but I just feel like that's when things happen. I might be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we could always just switch when they come out.
Yeah, we could do that. There's a lot of things that we could do, Brendan.
Mm-hmm. We could actually edit the episodes.
No.
We could. Yeah, which we won't. We could release them at a more convenient schedule.
Never.
We
I'm
could
vetoing all these.
Make the content better.
Absolutely not.
Never.
The minute I hate putting effort into this podcast. I love this podcast. It's the most successful thing I've ever done. But I do have to tell you, like every time we record, like we're recording at 6 at 5:45, I was just playing King of Fighters on my computer. Like, God fucking damn it, I have to record my fucking podcast.
I know that you feel this way. Let me tell you, Nick, I know.
How do you know? I come very. You can. Nobody knows what I'm thinking at any point.
Well, I can tell. I don't know how to explain it, but I knew that this was true before you told me.
I'm gaming. I'm busy gaming, and
Uh-huh.
you come and you harangue me with this podcast.
And I harangue you with the only profitable thing that either one of us currently does.
The only thing that anybody I've done. The only thing I've ever done that anybody has ever liked, I can't stand. I can't believe that I cannot believe it's being done to me twice a week.
Yeah, you. Yeah, that it's the least work version of work
Definitely.
that I've ever found, where we're in complete control and our own boss, and you're still like,
it just seems unfair. I feel like so much is asked of me, and I do it. Let me tell you, I do it without complaint. Except for right now, this is my complaining time. But I do it without complaint. No, but anyway, what I was gonna say is, I think these episodes are good. I always like the bonus episodes. I like that there's a different flavor.
yeah, no, there's a also like we've been doing it on Zoom so many times in a row now that
I know.
I really feel like we're gonna be spreading our wings.
Yeah, it's funny. I forgot. I don't even think I was re-listening back to some of them, like when I was on the plane, just to be like, "Is my podcast good? Let me make sure." And I don't think you can even tell we're on Zoom for like a lot of them.
Yeah, except your mic like kind of gets kind of weird sometimes.
Yeah, well, that could just be maybe I'm fiddling with it.
And maybe that's another thing we could do. We could have you record separately and then put them together.
I've offered to do that.
You have?
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
I've twice I've said, "Hey, do you want me to record on my end?" You go, "No, it's okay. That's complicated. I'll just record in Zoom." Yes, I've done this twice.
Oh, I think I said that because then I'd have to figure out how to make you not record through the board.
See?
People love a peek behind the curtain.
Look, it's a bonus episode. You were you were stupid enough to give us your money.
That is not how I feel at all.
That's how
Honestly, I think many weeks the bonus is better than the free one.
That's how I feel too. That's why I wanted to like put them out for free. But yeah. I'm proud of them.
We can't put them out for free though. The people paid for them.
Yeah, but I think sometimes you have to give for people to truly know what they're missing, you have to give them a taste.
If there's a lesson that I've learned from any of our other close friend content creators, it's that sometimes you need to betray the people who make what you do possible.
Well, that's true. I guess I hadn't thought about that. But what I was thinking, you know how you get somebody hooked on
somebody paid for something? Don't mail it to them.
That's right.
Someone emails you about it, block their email. It's easy.
Brendan, my counter to that is, do you know how you get somebody addicted to heroin?
How?
You give them a little bit of heroin for free. You don't even charge them.
Well, yeah, we've given them, there's currently like 75 doses of heroin available for free.
Well, I guess that's true. But maybe it's cut with something. I don't know. Why do you have to come after my analogy?
Yeah, the free episodes are cut, so you listen to it occasionally just cuts to Chapo Trap House. Like, I don't know if this is pure.
Why do you have to why you keep coming after my Eastern analogy? You make fun of the sand thing. You're rude to my Eastern heroin analogy.
Oh yes, heroin, a rich and beloved part of Eastern culture.
Yeah, if you teach a man to fish, he'll do it. And if you give a man heroin, he'll need you to fish for him again. I don't know. I think Buddha said that.
I think so. That makes sense.
Cleaning my glass.
So anything else wild happened with WoWo?
No, I honestly absolutely nothing. My girlfriend met WoWo, and almost like more infuriating than if he had like been an asshole. They got along great. They were very fast friends.
Damn.
He hugged her twice, which is one more time than he hugged me. So I don't see WoWo hug anybody, and he hugged her. He He was very nice to her.
Was it was it an appropriate hug?
It was
Or-
an appropriate hug. It was a very appropriate hug. It was honestly
Wow,
an
good for
unusually-
Wowo.
It was an unusually respectful outing for Sam Oldershaw.
For some reason, hearing his name makes me be like, "Ooh, don't say that."
I mean, well, I guess
Not in a doxing way. It was just like, no, it's Wowo.
That's how I feel too. He insists upon Wowo also, which is strange for a man who's 78 years old to insist that his 27-year-old grandson continue to call him Wowo, the nonsense name that I screamed when he was shaking me as an infant.
Yes, a name driven from violence. Bordering on infanticide.
Yeah.
Do you think that there was like an older brother who got shook too much that you don't know about?
That Wowo shook or who died?
Yeah, like
that's a good
do you think
point.
you had an older brother who got shook and you like look in old family photos, you're like, who is that? They're like, the neighbor kid. Don't worry about it. I'm not allowed to tell you or he'll shake me.
Yeah, that would be hilarious if Wowo like endurance tests the first child that my parents had.
Yeah. He's like,
And he
this one's no good.
Yeah.
You need you need to take this one back. Stands you a limp child by like one angle.
He comes over and he runs Spartan tests on the newborn babies to see which one's strong enough.
Yeah, your mom had triplets and he picked one like a Pokemon.
Yeah, dude. Holy fuck. Yeah, that's probably true. I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, I found out so many things just from this last encounter with Wowo that like pretty much any family, like you could unearth the wildest family secret, and at this point I'd be like, yeah, I was waiting to hear that. That makes that sounds right.
Oh, Wowo killed JFK? All right.
Sure. Well, he must have done something really bad.
Yeah, I'll have a Grand Slam witch.
Oh my god. Yeah, we did go when I told Wowo that it was as out of respect too, you know. He operates like the Godfather. When I told him that we wanted to have breakfast with him, I tried to like give him an option of like, and hey, like we're willing to go wherever. I'll pick up the tab. Anywhere you want to go for breakfast, me and my girlfriend will come meet you like whatever time. And he goes 9:30 a.m. and we meet at Denny's. And I'm like, all right, okay, I guess we're gonna go to Denny's twice within the span of 5 days, but that's fine. I don't mind. I like their waffles.
Goddamn. Yeah, if you work in a Denny's right now, the clientele has got to be nightmarish.
Well,
It's all Wowos.
Shore, it is literally nothing but Wowos, except like camo Wowos.
Yeah, camo younger Wowos.
Dude, people who are just like waiting to be Wowo. Just Wowo at various stages around like the 4 quadrants of the 25% capacity Denny's.
Should we start wearing camo out here? Should we go full Pennsatucky?
Yeah, I mean, I would just be wearing it in my. Actually, that's not true. I go on really long walks. It would be.
Yeah.
I feel like if I went on one of my like 5-hour walks completely in camo, I would be on like KTLA like by 6 p.m. Like there'd be like a chopper following me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wear a ghillie suit and walk around downtown Burbank. just like blend into the flower, like the planters on the Flappers patio.
Yeah, dude. Holy fuck.
And then I just jump out and scare people and do a set.
That would be awesome. That would be the Flappers would have to insist that they weren't affiliated with you, which would be like an all-time low for Flappers can't take that kind of scandal right now. Yeah. That there's a gillied up man who's doing comedy that people don't want.
Yeah.
They're like, no, we would never dress in that kind of ridiculous costume.
I would love to start like a competing 1920s themed comedy club across the street.
Yeah, there should be more like era themed comedy clubs. What's the worst one you could pick, do you think?
18 like 90s.
1890s.
So it's like just minstrel stuff.
Yeah, it's Dylan's comedy club. It's just racist steampunk shit.
Let's see. You know what would be sick is a 2000s themed comedy club where it's just funny. It's just like fun and people goof around.
That's great.
You're like, ooh, it's like it's like a gimmick. They have white men performing. They have white straight men performing. It's a throwback, you see.
Yeah, DC Benny headlines every night. It's nothing but like DC Benny. We get like a hologram of Greg Giraldo. I'm trying to think. Who would the three headliners for the 2003 Comedy Club be? DC Benny, Greg Giraldo hologram for sure. We gotta have those guys.
Yeah. Well, let me think. Like Lewis Black.
Yeah, Lewis Black. That's it.
I meant like this would be good, but it's also funny to imagine like a bad version of this.
No, that's good. That sounds good. I would fucking go see that. I love Lewis Black.
I should. Does Blue Collar hold up in any way? I feel like it's probably for the most part. Like I feel like if you had me watch any Larry the Cable Guy set, it would not be even close to like the worst comedy I had seen recently.
Nah, so what's funny is if you go back and watch those, the two best guys are Larry and I mean Ron White is awesome. Like regardless, Ron White is always good.
Yeah.
But like Bill Engvall fucking sucks. That guy is so unfunny.
Oh, really?
Oh, he's awful. He's so terrible. And then like Jeff Foxworthy's like fine, you know.
Yeah.
But Ron White, like there isn't a single Ron White special that I don't think is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Ron White rules.
Yeah, he's the man. And Larry the Cable Guy's funny too. It's always weird. It's weird because like Larry the Cable Guy's like Southern shtick is like it's obviously not real at all. And like as you get into his later specials, he starts making really like obscure, bizarre references. Like he has a joke. He's talking about like people in Walmart. And he compares it to the Ministry of Silly Walks, and you're like, "What? You're like,
is this what you like?
This is completely out of character."
Damn, he's doing like comics. He's doing like open micer comedy, where he's like comparing it to other comedy.
Yeah, yes, literally that. He will drop like bizarre references. I don't know if like it might be one of those things where like he's like mastered cadence so much that you wonder if he's doing that just to see if he can do it. Because like I would imagine like most of the people who laugh at Larry the Cable Guy, like you just like at some point you just like lock into a groove and you laugh whenever he hits whatever punchline he's hitting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Larry the Cable Guy, is he political? Does he have public stances?
He is now. He is like he's gotten more political. Like I feel like starting on Obama, he got political. I guess there was no reason for him to be political during Bush, but I feel like there's like politics in his comedy now. Remember when they were trying to like? Remember when he was like,
"We need to stop the steal." Is that a Larry the Cable Guy impression? I started doing it, and I realized I don't remember what he sounds like at all.
It's really fucking nasally. His voice is hard to do. It's also not his voice. Have you ever like heard like the leaked like voicemails or like seen the early set of his from like the 80s where like when he was Dan Whitney, he doesn't have that voice at all.
Yeah, same with Gilbert Gottfried, where like I heard that, I'm like, he's faking his voice, and then I thought about it, I'm like, of course he is. No one sounds like that.
Dude, when I heard that, I was like, holy fuck, Gilbert Gottfried must be in physical pain so much. Like that must do a fucking number on your throat.
Do you think he like talks to his kids that way?
No, not his own kids.
God, what a hell! Like even
totally.
like Bobcat Goldthwait was like stopped doing the voice, but like Gilbert Gottfried, like you interview him on the news or something, he's gonna do that voice.
Wow, yeah, talking about like fucking. Yeah, I wonder what Gilbert Gottfried's politics are. I bet he's.
Well, he was on Dweck.
Dweck. That's true. Fuck, I bet he's like a MAGA guy. I bet Iago is a fucking MAGA dude. That's awesome.
Oh, I watched a weird movie. Speaking of Iago, can you hear me? You froze. Ooh, Nick has frozen and disappeared. It appears that this is a solo podcast now. Where is he? I'm so sorry. Anyway, what I was saying is,
Can you hear me?
oh yeah, I can hear you now.
Sorry, I think that the last time this happened, Long was, that Long, my roommate, is a Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
And the last time our internet was bad, it's because he was speed running a book on Twitch.
Oh yeah, that's what's happening. Because I noticed immediately that the audio sounded a little bit worse.
Ah, fuck. Well, I'm sorry about that.
We should really do some parody to our roommates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to commit a great act of satire against Long.
Yeah. Really just parody his throat and watch the jokes spill down on staining his shirt. Man.
What were you saying before I
I was saying that I watched this movie with Bay, The Thief and the Cobbler. That it was just wild because it's like I feel like Disney copied it so clearly for Aladdin. It almost seems like it was like, so how Disney does that. They there's a Japanese Lion King movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like were they just doing that to like Amazon style, just fuck you? I don't know.
I don't know if it was a fuck you as much as it was like we can do there's a fertile idea here. It didn't make any money. It wasn't even released initially, right? Wasn't it in development forever?
Yeah. For 30 years.
Yeah, and they were probably just like, okay, we'll just fucking make this and market it better and do it more efficiently and make way more fucking money.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm sure it's just that corporate indifference to no, we're gonna plant our flag first.
Oh man, I'm so steamed.
Yeah, man, it's fucked up. It's super, especially because that movie is such a clear passion, labor of love.
I will say it's a bad movie. It's the best animation ever, but it's oh, this guy clearly didn't know where the fuck he was going with this story or anything.
Right, yeah.
I mean, the premise of it is there's these 3 golden balls atop a roof that are protecting the town. Not explained how. And the thief, is the silent character who kind of looks like you, if anyone wants to Google it.
Yeah. It's not the first time I've heard that.
Okay.
I also get that I look like Aladdin, so...
Maybe. But yeah, the thief, the thing I love about the thief, which also reminded me of you in certain eras of your life, is that he wants nothing but to steal. So there's many scenes where he's in a room with a bunch of nude women unaware of him, and he just steals their gold.
That's awesome.
And I think that's supposed to be a bit in it. Is it's a weirdly horny movie. It's unclear if it's for kids or not. There's this scene where the Sultan or whatever, who looks exactly like the Sultan from Aladdin, he's sitting on his throne, and his advisor, who looks exactly like the genie from Aladdin, brings him in a gift, which is just a woman within within a box.
Hell yeah.
He's I have brought you the finest woman from this country, this nation. He's oh, good. And then there's other scenes where he's half asleep, just rummaging around in there with one hand. It's what's he doing? This is a weird movie. Presumably
Also,
he's just constantly fingering the whole movie.
Also, is she dead? Is she still alive?
No, you see her eye peek out. I think that's part of it is they're all Muslim, I guess. So part of it is that no one has ever seen her before except him.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's very fucking weird.
It's very strange. That does seem like a power move though. If I was a king and I was just constantly fingering.
Isn't it?
You're coming in to give me beginning of the Godfather style requests. And I'm just yeah, instead of petting the cat, I'm just fingering a slave.
Right, you're just pruning up your fingers on a fucking wet pussy, just at all times.
Fingers just soaked through, just fucking raisins. You ever do that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. That's a good teen brag.
What, that my fingers are still wet from a pussy I just touched?
My finger, look, I'm pruny.
I'm pruny from fucking wet pussy.
Yeah. It's like one-upping the like smell my fingers. It's like look at my fingers.
It's that
You can
it has
see
to be,
it on them.
That means that like the girl is in close proximity. That like that feels like it feels like you slid your fingers into a pussy for like 30 seconds and we're like, I'll be right back. I have to go tell my friends. And you just like run downstairs to the rest of the party.
Or what you could do is you could just keep pussy juice in a jar. Just pickle yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just before like business meetings.
Yeah, I got pussy exactly one time, but I've been rationing it. I'm making it last.
Yeah. You're like fucking Charlie in the Chocolate Factory in the books where he gets like one candy bar a year and he eats like one little sliver a day.
Yeah, oh fuck. That is how you've got to be grateful with the pussy, dude. You've definitely got to what's his name? Charlie Buckets?
Yeah.
You've got a Charlie Buckets the pussy.
Yeah.
meaning that you've got to save some for your granddad too.
Which is apparently what's going on in your house.
Ah, fuck you.
What would you do if you got cucked by Wowo?
I don't know. You know,
Would you fight him?
No, there's no point in fighting Wowo. He's already won life. you be complete. Even if I beat him up, it would be a fruitless endeavor. He would laugh at my exhaustion, bloodied on the ground. He would laugh at me like Brad Pitt in Fight Club. I've put myself there. I can tell you. I promise. I know how it would go down. No, I have no idea. That would be God. I hope that doesn't happen. It's funny when he was hanging out with my girlfriend. He was still He was like. He told the same story that we've all heard, but it was like pointed to her now. He was like bragging to her about how much pussy he got when he was like a vice president of a paper company. Like, oh my fucking God. and I asked her,
man, that's not what Dilbert's like.
No,
we should ask Wowo. We should have Wowo on the cast and only ask him how realistic Dilbert is from his days working in an office.
He'd be like, you remember that guy Dogbert, the guy who got all the pussy? That was me. I was a regular Dogbert back in the 1970s.
Paper company sounds so fake. Maybe it's just because like The Office, but it's like paper company is like. It sounds clearly like a lie. I know it probably isn't.
You're
like paper sounds like it's free. It
Right.
doesn't track that like it comes from somewhere and someone sells it to you.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of interesting things going on behind the scenes at that particular paper company. So, well, you're closer to the truth than you might think. But you know, enough that there was a mafia hit put out on my grandfather and two other individuals. Good thing we're on the Patreon.
Damn, so he really is, of any of us, he really is the most, in many ways, I am like Tony Soprano.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never once had a hit put out on me, other than by a woman, maybe.
Right, potentially. Yeah,
who was threatening to fill the hit herself.
There was a true blue hit put out on Wowo, and let's just say
it was on site for Wowo.
Wowo was fucking on site. I literally I wish I could talk about it. Maybe I can talk about it when he's dead. I don't know when that'll be. He's alarmingly healthy for a fucking 77-year-old man. But yeah, no, the Wowo story is fucking crazy. It's so, and now that I have like the full scope of it, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, this was always in me, wasn't it? But no, the funny thing was, so like after we had our breakfast, I like got in the car with my girlfriend and I was like, so what did you think of Wowo? And she was like, he's really funny. I was like, ugh, I guess he is. I guess he is objectively funny if you aren't
if you haven't been just tormented by him for your entire life.
If you can leave at any time you want, I guess he's pretty funny. No, it would no, but I'm joking. It was actually good. I was actually very glad they got along. I was glad he was on good behavior. I meant to really quick while we're on the subject of movies that we saw. You'll have to pirate it because I watched it. My parents have Amazon, and I watched it on their TV because I guess they have like exclusive rights to it or something. Have you heard about this movie, Sound of Metal?
No, I have no idea what it is.
Dude, you've got to fucking watch this movie. It's so great. It's about this dude. He's a drummer in like a noise rock band. It's Riz Ahmed. And he plays the drums so fucking loud that like one night during a gig, he loses 90% of his hearing. He just goes completely deaf. And like the sound design, it's so fucking, if you're listening, like pirate this movie, watch it immediately. It's like the best movie that I saw all 2020. Like the sound design in the movie, the first like 10 minutes of the movie, every like all the ambient noises up, like you hear everything, you hear birds chirping. There's a lot of like there's a real emphasis placed on like, like clothes rustling, the music they're listening to, like they make sound such like an integral part of the experience. And then when it fucking like goes away, because they like at various points of the movie, they like bottom the sound out so that you hear exactly what he's hearing for like extended periods. And it's like fucking body horror. And it gets even more like body horror. So like he goes and he's like a recovering addict. So like obviously like losing all of his hearing is like he's like tempted. He wants to start fucking using it again. So his girlfriend takes him to like this retreat where he's gonna like learn how to be, well, it's more like a halfway home where he's gonna learn how to be deaf. He has to cut off contact from the outside world, but he gets it in his head that he wants a cochlear implant. I don't want to spoil anymore, but basically like it is like body horror, and it's like initially it's terrifying, like the deafness is terrifying, but then it becomes kind of like it becomes more serene as he adjusts to it. But when he gambles and gets the cochlear implant, you're just like, oh my fucking God, this guy just sent himself right to hell for an $80,000 hospital bill too.
Damn.
Because cochlear implants, that is no way to hear the world. Everything sounds like a 60 kilobit like underwater fucking like lime wire rip, like everything sounds terrible. And he's just like there's so many shots of him just like sitting, just being like, fuck, this is my fucking life. I fucked up so bad. It's really good. It's a really, really good movie.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you, Nick, was it directed by a woman? Because 2020 was the year of female directors, according to many articles being thrown at me.
That's a good, let me see. Let me make sure that it's not. I don't think it was. If it was, I'm adjusting.
I saw this article. It was like it was like women directed more movies in 2020 than ever before, and I was like, oh well, that's what God is punishing us with COVID for. I was wondering. I thought maybe it was gay marriage still, but no, it's all no. This was directed by a dude. Okay,
I think.
All right,
yeah,
dudes rock.
Dudes stay rocking.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's, I don't know. I haven't seen, I just it felt worth noting because I have fucking hate, like this year was so depressing in terms of like what came out. I was like, I don't even know if I fucking like watching things anymore.
Yeah. No, I mean like all these streaming services, like, cause I can now confidently say the only plus of having a bunch of roommates is there will be a bunch of streaming services on the TV because different people will pay for like one each.
Right.
But with all this content, I'm just watching like Reno 911. Everything fucking sucks.
Right. Oh, if you want some quality assurance for this movie, it was directed by the guy who wrote Place Beyond the Pines.
All right. By the way, we are at an hour 3. Just letting you know.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. I'll have more to talk about on Thursday.
All right. Oh yeah, this is the Patreon, so we need to plug anything.
Yeah, other than go read Little Saint Wayne.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
If you haven't read it yet.
Yes, thank you.
That's it.
All right.
Knock, knock, open up, it's me, the crazy, shady, faded fucker, so rock the G. See you later, make a baby, lead her on in peace. Only time I give a fuck is for my own release. That's why I own these streets. Straight straight up. Portfolio showing growth, fuck a pay cut. Yeah, you know I stay slut. Catch me in the spot, looping up for the self-suck. Oh fuck, I busted already. I'm coming bucket so heavy. My dream of cream coming steady. Now my mouth open, I'm ready. I'm talking solo heavy petting on a Friday night. Not talking bashing the bishop, more like Nantucket's delight. I'm taking all the time I need to do it just right. Got my candles in the fishnets cause it's on tonight. Oh, that's right, it's time to fillet. No need to debate me. I suck until I go ooh-wee and spray my white pee-pee. I got that ski.